Why does our solar system look like a big flat disk with planets spinning around the sun? Hello, space explorers. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever spun a pizza dough in the air? Or maybe you've seen a fidget spinner whirl around really fast. Well, guess what? Our solar system kind of did that too. Yes, believe it or not, everything you know, Earth, the moon, the planets, even the mighty sun, was once part of a huge cosmic cloud that spun around and flattened out like a cosmic pancake. Sounds weird, right? Don't worry, we're going to break it down and blast off into one of the coolest mysteries of space. Why does our solar system look like a big, flat disk with planets spinning around the sun? Not a ball, not a cube? Let's go back around 4.6 billion years ago. That's older than your teachers, older than dinosaurs, older than anything you can imagine. There was no solar system. There was just a huge cloud floating in space. This cloud had gas, dust, ice, and little bits of rock. Scientists call it a solar nebula, which sounds like the name of a superhero spaceship. One day, boom! Something gave this cloud a little nudge. Maybe it was a nearby exploding star, called a supernova. Or maybe the cloud just got too full of stuff and started collapsing in on itself. As the cloud started to collapse, squish! It didn't just fall straight down. It started spinning. And when things spin in space, something amazing happens. A little thing called angular momentum kicks in. Don't worry, you don't need a physics degree to understand this. Just think of an ice skater. Have you seen a figure skater spin faster when they pull their arms in? That's angular momentum. When the cloud of gas and dust got smaller, it spun faster, just like the skater. Pretty soon, it was spinning so fast that the middle puffed up into a ball. When stuff spins, it wants to spread out into a disk. Not a ball, not a cube. A disk, always a disk. So the spinning cloud flattened into a giant pancake of dust and gas. In the very center of that pancake, all the dust squished together to form a big, burning ball of gas. Our sun born, while the rest of the cloud flattened out into a big, rotating disk. It's like pizza dough spinning in the air. The faster you spin it, the flatter it gets. And that, my friends, is why the solar system became a disk instead of a blob. Now, inside that spinning disk were all sorts of clumps and chunks. These clumps crashed into each other, stuck together, and grew bigger. Some grew into planets like Earth and Mars. Others stayed tiny and became asteroids or comets. Because the disk was flat and spinning in the same direction, all those baby planets, called planetesimals, started to orbit the sun in a neat, organized pattern, like dancers moving in a circle around a spotlight. And that's why today, all the planets orbit the sun on more or less the same flat plane. It's like a giant, invisible record player spinning in space, and we're all riding the grooves. But wait, why didn't it make a giant ball instead? That's a great question. Gravity. Gravity pulls things into spheres. That's why planets and stars are round. But when stuff spins, it flattens out. Imagine you're at a playground spinning on one of those merry-go-rounds, As it spins faster, you feel like you're being pushed outward, right? That's because of a force called centrifugal force. And in space, it's like gravity and spin are playing tug of war. Gravity says, come closer. And the spin says, nope, stay out there. So instead of all the stuff falling straight into the center, it spreads out like syrup on a pancake. That's how we ended up with a flat solar system, and why the planets are all more or less lined up, not flying in crazy directions like popcorn in a microwave. Even the sun spins. Want something cool? The sun still spins today, once every 25 days at its equator. That's part of the energy left over from the original spin of the solar nebula. We're still feeling that ancient motion. What about other solar systems? Are we special? Kinda, but not totally. Astronomers have found thousands of other exoplanets, planets outside our solar system. And guess what? Most of them also orbit in flat disks around their stars. So it's not just our solar system that's a pancake. The universe loves pancakes. It's the ultimate breakfast fan. Wait, what about Pluto? Oh yeah, Pluto, the rebel. It has a tilted orbit. It's kind of like that one kid who always dances offbeat at the party. But even Pluto mostly follows the disk shape, just with a little swagger. So what did we learn? Let's do a quick recap. 1. Our solar system started as a spinning cloud of dust and gas. 2. It flattened into a disk because spinning stuff in space always does. 3. The sun formed in the middle, and the rest of the stuff became planets orbiting in a circle. So that's why everything moves in a flat, organized pattern, like pizza toppings spinning around the center. And that, my fellow cosmic adventurers, is why we live in a giant space pancake. So next time you look up at the night sky, remember, everything up there is part of a big, beautiful spin that started billions of years ago. And we're lucky passengers on this swirling cosmic ride. Thanks for watching. We hope you had fun exploring the amazing world of science with us. Got a question about space, planets, or anything science? Drop your question in the comments. Your question might be featured in our next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our scientific adventures every week. See you in the next scientific journey.